Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Brett Snow, Commissioned Minister, licensed clinical pastoral counselor, 32 years in the fire service, and currently a lieutenant with the City of Chicago Fire Department. So I want to take a few minutes today to talk about emotion, an emotion that affects us all, and that is worry. So what is worry? So to me, in my perspective, worry is a natural human reaction to situations. And it can also be something that is unrecognized as a brief experience of faith and hope. So when I say faith and hope, I mean it's something that we realize and recognize the fact that whatever we're worrying about, we truly can't control the outcome. And it could be momentary, it could be small things in our life, and it could be chronic. And so when we talk about that means that it's prolonged, right? So chronic worry can be a prolonged mixture of frustration, frustration which is due to our inability to control the outcome of the situation. And that can go along with fear. So fear can be generated by the uncertainty. So we have a level of uncertainty, and we have the frustration with our true knowledge of knowing we typically can't control the outcome of the situations. Okay, and what happens with prolonged chronic worry is we start squeezing out God from the situation. We start removing God from the situation, meaning that whatever we're worrying about, we still take on the sense of that, there's that ounce of hope that we can control the situation, or we can control the outcome, and it just starts causing us to take God out of the situation. And we need to remember that that God's in control. And if we just give our worries to God, it really takes away those chronic worries that we have, and the physical and emotional side effects that come with that. And so when we look at my recent experience, okay, so I have a chronic worry that has been affecting me for the last 12 months or so. And that is this. And so what you're seeing here is, this here is what they call a nevus. And it's basically what would be considered something similar to a freckle in the back of the eye. And right here is our optic nerve. And so with this, this is something that, if it decides to grow, can turn into melanoma and can be certainly fatal. It's something that is very rare. It's rare enough to the fact to where they don't truly know, they don't have a lot of data on it because it's so rare, and because of the new instrumentations that they have to actually find and locate and be able to study these, it hasn't been around long enough to really understand it. And so for the last 9 months, when it was first found, and I went to a specialist, and he called it a nevus. Basically said it was a freckle, but which could turn into something more serious. And so for the last 9 months, every little in my eye, every little change in vision, whether it was sleep in my eye or whatever the case is, just really sparked that sense of worry in me. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, has it grown yet? Is it starting to travel down the optic nerve into the brain? And so it was one of those things that it was constantly creating a worry in me, and frustration as well, and some fear. And what helped me through that was giving it to God, and knowing that, I can't control this. And so whatever happens is going to be His will, and to know that He's in control, and that we have to trust in His way and His plan for our life, and know that He knows what He's doing. And so we have to give that to Him. And so what does God tell us about worry? So in the Philippians 4:6, He tells us, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. In Matthew tells us that call all your worries, or can all your worries add a single moment in your life? And when you think about that, no, it can't, because we don't have any control. And so worrying does nothing but brings about stress. We all know about stress and how physically and emotionally damaging that can be. And so what he's saying here, what's being said here in the book of Matthew is can worry add a moment to your life? And no, it can't. And so what it can do is it can probably start affecting your health and affecting your quality of life. So we just need to remember that it's okay to worry. Worry is a natural human response, but we have to be careful and not let it be a chronic worry and worrying about something that we truly have no control over. And so in 2 Timothy, for God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. So he doesn't give us a spirit of being timid, and gives us the spirit of power and love and self-discipline and trust, and certainly doesn't give us a spirit of fear. And so he's telling us here is to don't be afraid. Don't have the fear. Don't let fear shut you out. Don't let fear keep you from enjoying your life and stealing your joy, and trust in him. And so that's the message I wanted to get across today. And because worrying affects all of us, and it can take control of our life if we let it. And so I just want to make sure that we don't let it, and say that to you guys. And God bless, and trust in God, and don't worry. Thank you.